The tennis world had just witnessed history. A 21-year-old from the Philippines had dismantled world number 3 Jessica Pegula to win her first WTA Tour title. She had climbed to a career-high ranking of world number 20. She had become the first Filipino, male or female, to win a WTA singles title. But there was no time to celebrate. Even before she could catch her breath, Alex Eala was on a plane heading north. The National Bank Open in Toronto was waiting, and waiting with it was a familiar face. The woman who had shattered her Australian Open dreams just 7 months earlier. Alycia Parks, the hard-serving American who had stunned Eala in Melbourne, coming back from a 0-6 first-set demolition to win 6-3, 6-2. The loss had been a brutal introduction to Grand Slam tennis. The capacity crowd in Court 6 had watched in disbelief as their heroine's dream debut unraveled. But much had changed since then. Eala had surged from number 49 to number 20 in the world. She had beaten Olympic champions, Grand Slam winners, and the world's elite. She had won her first WTA title. She had become a phenomenon. As Eala herself put it, "I think I've improved as a player now compared to the beginning of the year." Now, in front of a sold-out crowd of 10,000 in Toronto, she had a chance to exorcise the ghost of Melbourne. And what she did left the entire tennis world speechless. The memory of January 2026 still haunted Eala. It was her Australian Open debut, her first Grand Slam match as a professional, and it had ended in heartbreak. She had come out firing, demolishing Parks 6-0 in the first set. The crowd in Melbourne, packed with Filipino fans, was electric. It felt like a dream. And then it became a nightmare. Parks, ranked number 99 at the time, slowly found her rhythm. She used her booming serve, a serve that shares the distinction of being the fastest in WTA history at 129 miles per hour, alongside Venus Williams, and her powerful ground strokes to take control. She won the second set 6-3 and the third 6-2. Eala's Grand Slam debut ended in a 0-6, 6-3, 6-2 defeat. But that loss became a turning point. It fueled a fire that would burn brighter with every passing tournament. Eala posted a candid photo of herself smiling on Instagram with a caption that read, "Tough loss today, but dropping this here as a reminder to be happy about living out your dreams, even if it comes with bad days. I think I've improved as a player if you compare now to the beginning of the year," Eala had said. And she had. Parks had also improved, climbing from number 99 to number 71. But Eala had done something far more remarkable. She had become a WTA champion. Eala's victory in Washington was the culmination of a revenge tour that had been months in the making. She had avenged losses to some of the biggest names in tennis. Olympic gold medalist Zheng Qinwen, defending champion Leylah Fernandez, world number 10 Alina Svitolina, four-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka, and finally, world number 3 Jessica Pegula. It was a very steep hill, Eala had said, reflecting on the toughest week of her career. Coming into the tournament, I knew that the competition was super strong and my draw was quite tough. Every match was just a different set of obstacles. So I'm really proud. Now, Parks was next on the list. The match was scheduled for August 5th in Toronto. Eala, seeded 25th, had received a first-round bye. Parks had advanced with a 6-4, 6-4 victory over Victoria Jimenez Casanseva. The stage was set for a rematch. But this time, Eala would not be the same player. This time, she entered the court as a champion, battle-tested, fearless, and backed by thousands of roaring supporters. I've been told that it's going to be a full house tomorrow, Eala said in her press conference. So, I'm really very excited to see and experience the atmosphere. It's nice to see that the Filipino community is really showing up and they're enjoying tennis, and hopefully, it will help grow the sport as well. The Eala Mania phenomenon had reached Toronto. The moment her appearance was announced, seats sold out within 30 minutes. Tournament director Carl Hale was stunned. "We've never seen a player ranked outside the top 5 have this type of effect," he said. The demand was so intense that organizers were forced to move Eala from the 2,800-seat grandstand to center court, which holds over 10,000 fans. The tournament even added chicken adobo to its food offerings, something they had never done before. Jason Maglante, Tennis Canada's senior director of ticket sales, said the buzz was unlike anything he had ever seen. "The only thing I know of with this kind of hype among Filipinos in the sports realm would be the boxer Manny Pacquiao. Eala was now carrying the weight of a nation, the same nation that had packed stadiums from Melbourne to Washington. It's definitely an honor to represent my country, and I'm super grateful for all the love and the recent recognition that I'm getting. The match began, and Eala wasted no time. She had learned from Melbourne. She knew Parks' game, the booming serve, the aggressive ground strokes, the ability to turn a match around in an instant. Eala was flawless. Her left-handed serve stayed low and uncomfortable. Her ground strokes were clean. Her defense was impenetrable. She dismantled Parks with the composure of a veteran. The crowd of over 10,000 Filipinos erupted with every point. The chants of Eala, Eala, echoed through the stadium. It was a home match in every sense except geography. Eala sealed the victory in straight sets, her performance a masterclass in controlled aggression. The revenge was complete. She had avenged her Australian Open loss. She had made history. The tennis world was stunned, not because she had won, but because of how she had won. She had taken the Americans' best shots and answered them with even better ones. She had shown that her DC Open victory was no fluke. I think my primary goal is to play good matches and at a good level, Eala had said. And I think the more I'm able to do that consistently, the more rewarding it is for me. Her consistency was now undeniable. The victory over Parks was only half the story. Later that night, Eala would reunite with Venus Williams in the doubles event. The duo had received a wild-card entry and were set to face Ludmila Samsonova and Miyu Kato in the first round. It was the reunion fans had been waiting for, a chance to see Eala alongside one of the greatest players in tennis history. With Venus, I'm really excited to be playing doubles with her again, Eala said. Every opportunity one gets to share the court with her is super cherished, of course, just because she's super good, and I think she's got a great mentality, and there's so much I can learn from her. The Dream Team reunion added another layer of excitement to Eala's Toronto debut. Fans would get to see her not just in singles, but alongside a legend. Alex Eala's victory over Alycia Parks was more than just a win. It was a statement. She had avenged her Australian Open loss. She had proven that her DC Open title was no fluke. She had shown that she could beat anyone on any surface. And she was just getting started. From the cracked courts of Quezon City to the top 20 in the world. From a 13-year-old girl alone in Spain to a national hero celebrated by presidents and adored by millions. From being told she couldn't do it to standing on the brink of history. I don't really like to put a kind of a cap on what I'm able to do, Eala had said. I think my primary goal is to play good matches and at a good level. She was playing at the highest level, and the world was watching. Laban Lang, always. And remember, on RallyVerse, we bring you the stories that define the sport, the drama, the revenge, the moments that change everything. Stay tuned for more.